1971 to 1996. Dallas defeated New England in all 7 games. Since then, it's been all Patriots, winning all 6 meetings. The Cowboys try to even the series. Next.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott set to go on offense for the first time. And with Dak at the controls, his 6th season under center now as the Cowboys quarterback.
I love today's NFL because it is high-flying, big-time action, some risk involved. But how about him eliminating all that last week? 3 touchdown passes, incredible yardage.
Yeah, almost 400.
Big-time game.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Brady. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Elliott. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. This is Elliott. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I'll quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Prescott now. He finds his man, complete. It's Brady.
Let's go, baby.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Play action now, Prescott. He finds his target, it's Schultz. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Looking to throw, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now Dak Prescott off, Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. And Zuerlein's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Time to get our first look at the Patriot offense and quarterback Matt Jones, the rookie out of Alabama, the number 15 overall pick in 2021.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. 16 carries, 71 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he gets it up past the 35. Now Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Off the play fake. Jones. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And the AFC's Pro Bowl punter last year, Jake Bailey, on to punt for New England. As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Let's go!
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's taken down inside the 30. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. On 1st down, it's Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. The give to Elliott running left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Prescott to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it?
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Draw play, Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. To throw is Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position. I
don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bullet. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make a play? Because he's made all the plays so far. So I have to go get him first. build my defenses towards shutting him down.
Good luck. I mean, not many teams have been able to do it. We'll see.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Stays on his feet. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll run on first down. Elliott. Oh, Zeke with a quick feet. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. That catch good for only a couple. Elliott able to slither by. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots 30. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Elliott. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Elliott. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. New England's offense set to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And that's incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and...
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dietrich Wise Jr. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
123 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and the Pats force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And J.C. Jackson is a name that more and more NFL fans are able to identify. And last year, a terrific year to be a corner in the AFC East. Xavier Howard of Miami led the NFL with 10 picks. But J.C. Jackson of the Pats, he finished 2nd with 9, and he just gets another one.
New England trying to get a place on offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On second down, this is Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. From the gun, Jones. Complete, Hunter Henry with a grab. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
So people playing defense in this one. There's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. On second down, Prescott again. He goes to Lamb again. This time he's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff left, Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And that's a run characteristic of Damian Harris. When he touches it, he gets not just blocked, but he gets a few more yards as well. He's been dinged up his first 2 years with the Patriots, only 10 starts a year ago. But you have to believe that this coaching staff thinks that he's capable of bigger and better things.
A give to Harris. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. From the 31, Jones. He completes it to Henry. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Jones, off play action. And that will be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Prescott looks to throw on first. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go. Do this.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the 38, Prescott. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 37. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw for Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
That play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
So now Dak Prescott off. Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Let's go, boys!
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Miles Sanders, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they lead the visiting Raiders at halftime. Jerry Jeudy, a touchdown catch in that first half. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington football team at home at FedEx Field. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And it's been the running game that's pushed them to this halftime lead. Over 100 yards as a team in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the rushing numbers tell a different story. They really couldn't get a whole lot going on the ground. And the evidence? The numbers.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. For the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the give, this is Harris. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run again with Harris. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Throwing Jones. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Randy Gregory. in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to...
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. And Folk's kick is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On first down, it's Elliott. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Prescott. Out to the right here to Wilson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Here's Prescott. Catch made right side by Wilson.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw is Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And this one quickly to Lamb. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Elliott. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Throwing, Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit it.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation. But I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw again. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Patriots send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. Now Prescott. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
A 40-yard punt, no return. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Jones throw there complete to Myers.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw, Jones. And this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
That's what we are.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Henry. From the 35 on 2nd down, Jones. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Off the play fake, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Prescott now. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Patriots are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. This defense figured out something in the locker room.